Hello, grade 7 students! Welcome to another episode of Learn Screen, your daily English class. Today's discussion will be filled with fun, enjoyment, and new learnings. So stay tuned and pay attention. This is Mom Mitch and I gotcha! I have prepared different activities to challenge your ability and knowledge. I will be guiding you along the way. Here are some questions for you to ponder. Do you find it hard to work with other people? In what ways does listening help you to communicate towards a common goal? Does cooperation requires comprehension and understanding? For a startup, get ready because I'll be giving you your first task. This game is called What's the Emoji? All you need to do is look at the emoji and letter clue presented to come up with the word that is being implied. Now, are you ready? Let's go! What do you think is the answer? I'll be giving you 5 seconds to think about it. Are you ready to reveal your answers? What word did you come up with? Time to reveal the answer. Did everyone get the correct answer? That's awesome! Now let's proceed to the next item. Let's see if you can get it. Trust yourselves and think thoroughly. Again, you have 5 seconds to figure out the answer. Time is up, guys! Come on, show me your answers. Magnificent! You're doing a really great job! For the next item, we have an emoji of a king and a book. What word does it relate to? Can you supply the missing letters? You have another 5 seconds to guess the answer. Here is the answer. Let's proceed to the next one and continuously show how impressive you are. What did the two emojis on the screen be implying? According to the letter clue, the word that we are looking for starts with letter L and ends with letter G. What could it be? Time is clicking. What word are you able to create? You got it! Outstanding! We are down to the last item. Can you get it right? Your 5 seconds starts now. So far, you showed how extraordinary of a student you are. Now, what's your guess? Ready to show it? Amazing! And now, here is your first star. This will unlock your first step in opening our Rainbow Town. Stay tuned and continue to collect your rewards. Based on the activity that we have just accomplished, do you have any idea on what will be our topic for today? You're right! Our topic for today is about discovered through Philippine literature the need to work cooperatively and responsibly in today's global village. But first, we will be focusing on listening towards cooperation. In the progress of this lesson, you are expected to recognize the significance of cooperation and responsibility through a written text entitled The Parable of the Rainbow Colors by Juan Martin Flavier. Analyze your understanding through guided questions. Demonstrate effective use of listening skills through a dialogue. And classify different types of listening skills. Are you ready? Now prepare your self-learning modules, your pen, and your notebook. It's reading time. Our selection for today is entitled The Parable of the Rainbow Colors by Juan Martin Flavier. It is a story that will bring you lessons about working together and recognizing the strength of others. Listen attentively and pay your full attention as I will be giving you another set of activities after. The Parable of the Rainbow Colors by Juan Martin Flavier. It all started as innocent statements by each of the colors. No attempt was made by anyone to denigrate the others. There was even an element of restraint and humility. But as time went on, the colors' declaration became stronger and haughty. They even used an overtone voice to put down the other colors. It reached to the point when the colors were actually quarreling. Said the color red, "I am the brightest, for red is the most striking." Why? Life-sustaining blood is color red. I represent courage and bravery. Even love symbols such as heart and roses are color red. The color yellow retorted, "What can be brighter than my yellow exemplified by the sun? I am the color of gaiety and warmth. Without me, only the eye-glaring ones remain." What outlandish claims! Interposed by the color orange. Sunrise is orange, not yellow. I am the most important because I represent health and strength. Look at the ripened fruits and vegetables. They are predominantly orange. Well, if you are talking about vegetables and lives, you are referring to my color, declared the color green. I am the symbol of life. All the tribes in the fields and forests is greenery I provide. The color blue could not help it anymore, so it shouted, "What can be more expansive than the sky and the seas? Do you forget the farthest sky and the deepest sea are blue? I represent patriotism." The color indigo came out with a statement. "You're talking about wide areas? I hope you realize that the largest area in the world is silence. I represent the dimension with my color. It means thoughtfulness." Aha! You forgot that pomp of royalty and power is violet. I am wisdom and authority. What can be more overwhelming? Suddenly, the rain interrupted the continuous exchanges of arguments of the colors. "Stop! You're all wrong and all right. Yes, you all have your features, but all of you have a special role. And more importantly, you need to give each other to give the mix of color of beauty. From now on, you will not be seen separately. When it rains, a strip of colors will appear in the sky. You will appear together. You will be called our rainbow. You will then represent cooperation and hope." With that, the rain disappeared. To test your understanding about the selection that we have just read, I prepared another set of activities for you. Now all you need to do is match the letters of the colors above to the items being described below. You have 5 seconds to answer each item. Number 1. It symbolizes royalty and power. What color could it be? Correct! The answer is G for violet. Number 2. This color represents patriotism. What color could it be? Correct! The answer is E for blue. Number 3. This color signifies silence. What color could it be? Correct! The answer is F for indigo. Number 4. This color means health and strength. What color could it be? Correct. The answer is C for orange. Number 5. It is the color of gaiety and warmth. What color could it be? Correct. The answer is D for green. Continue making progress. You're doing a marvelous job. Number 6. This color symbolizes life. What color could it be? You're right again. The answer is B for yellow. We have come to the last item. Number 7. This color represents courage and bravery. What color could it be? Perfect! The answer is A for red. Your performance is dazzling today, my dear student. So as a sign of appreciation, here's a star for you. Hang on and collect more. Now, what is listening? Listening is one of the skills that has been part of our daily lives. Communication is clear and more effective when we fully understand what we are hearing. Full attention and understanding is a prerequisite in practicing our listening skill. There are different types of listening according to Learning English Online. These are listening for G's, listening for specific information, and lastly, listening for a detailed understanding. So, what is listening for G's? Listening for G's is when you listen in order to understand the main idea of the text. Listening for specific information is when you want to find out specific details, for example, keywords. Listening for detailed understanding is when you want to understand all the important information that the text provides. In practicing your listening skill, you must also take note of the following. Maintain eye contact. Don't be judgmental while listening. Don't interrupt the speaker. Let them finish first. Employ active listening techniques. And lastly, think about what the other person is saying and not what you should respond. What is the purpose of listening? The purpose of listening depends on the situation and the nature of communication. Most of the time, we are too busy doing all the talking that we forgot about other people's views. In certain moments, we just have to take a moment and pause. Listen to what others might want to share. The world will be a better place if we can learn how to value listening. Cooperation and listening always come together. We can work together harmoniously when there is a clear communication. Here are several tips for you to improve your listening skill. First one, specifically focus on the messages being communicated. Avoid distractions and preconceptions to gain a full and accurate understanding of the speaker's point of view and ideas. Number 2, critically assess what is being said. Number 3, observe the nonverbal signals accompanying what is being said to enhance understanding. Number 4, show interest, concern, and concentration. Number 5, encourage the speaker to communicate fully, openly, and honestly. Number 6, develop a selflessness approach, putting the speakers first. 7, arrive at a shared and agreed understanding and acceptance of both views. 8, formulate ways to respond. For the third series of our activity time, all you need to do is listen to the dialogue and answer each question posted in the dialogue.
What type of movies do you like?
I like all sorts of movies, primarily drama and science fiction.
That's an interesting combination. How about Western movies?
Western and horror are the two types of movies I don't care for.
Why don't you like horror? They are entertaining.
Some are entertaining, but I find most of them stupid and childish. For example, I don't understand why a person always goes into the house alone when something is suspicious.
I know what you mean, but it's just a movie. They need for the characters to do that. What type of movies do you like?
I like all sorts of movies, primarily drama and science fiction.
That's an interesting combination. How about Western movies?
Western and horror are the two types of movies I don't care for.
Why don't you like horror? They are entertaining.
Some are entertaining, but I find most of them stupid and childish. For example, I don't understand why a person always goes into the house alone when something is suspicious.
I know what you mean, but it's just a movie. They need for the characters to do that.
Are you able to understand and comprehend the dialogue? Did you apply listening and note-taking techniques? Let's test your knowledge. You have 5 seconds to answer each question.
Number 1. What type of movies does the man especially like? A. Western and horror. B. Drama and science fiction. C. Action and fantasy. And letter D. Comedy and lifestyle. What is your answer? Ready to reveal it? Let's go! Correct! The answer is B. Drama and science fiction. Wonderful! Number 2. What type of movies does the man dislike? A. Western and horror. B. Drama and science fiction. C. Action and fantasy. And letter D. Comedy and lifestyle. What could be the answer? Correct! The answer is A. Western and horror. Number 3. What is the reason of his dislike of the said type of movie? A. It's predictable. B. It's boring. C. It's stupid and childish. D. It's horrifying and traumatic. You are outstanding. For number 3, can you guess the right answer? You're right. The answer is B. It is boring. Number 4. What example did the man give in explaining his opinion? A. It makes no sense for someone to go into a suspicious house alone. B. It makes no sense for someone to get lost in a deserted island. C. It makes no sense for someone to fall in love at first sight. D. It makes no sense for someone to win in a gunfight against 10 men. We are down to the last 2 questions. Now, can you tell me what letter you write on your paper? Letter A. It makes no sense for someone to go into a suspicious house alone. You're right again. It seems like you really listened to the dialogue that I've just played. Number 5. What did the woman say in response? A. You're right. That's why I also hate it. B. You're wrong. That's what makes it good. C. It's just a movie. D. Movies doesn't have to make sense. Now, for the last item, what could be the possible answer? Letter C. It's just a movie. Good thinking. Your answer is correct.
I'm in and awestruck. What you are showing today is just unbelievable. So, here's another star for you. You have come a long way, my dear student. You have displayed your full knowledge and understanding about our topic for today. I hope you never lose your spark towards new learning.
For the next series of our activity time, the instruction is very simple. All you need to do is read each sentence and figure out which type of listening each item falls under. Number 1. You're tasked by your mother to note how many cups of vinegar is needed in cooking adobo. as you watch the cooking show on the TV. This one is kinda hard, but because you always listen to Mom Mitch, you can get it right. The answer is listening for specific information. And what is it again? Listening for specific information is employed when you want to find out specific details, for example, keywords. Number 2. The teacher instructed the class to watch a short film and called someone to discuss what they've learned. Now what could be the possible correct answer? You got it right! The answer is listening for G's. Listening for G's is when you listen in order to understand the main idea of the text. That's a really nice work. Number 3. Your research advisor told you to watch a documentary and write a case study about it. We are halfway through our activity time. Now, what's your answer? Listening for detailed understanding. Right. You never disappoint me, my dear student. Number 4. The teacher instructed you to note the colors of each Care Bear before watching it on the screen. What could be the correct answer for this item? Correct! The answer is listening for specific information. You already know what it is. Listening for specific information is employed when you want to find out specific details, for example, keywords. Number 5. You are invited to an event to do an extemporaneous speech, and your topic was read to you just before your speech. You have come a long way. The correct answer is listening for G's. You make everything look so easy.
You have fully mastered this lesson. You now know the difference between the 3 types of listening. Good job! Here's another star for you.
Let's go back to the objectives of today's discussion and see if we have accomplished it. We have recognized the significance of cooperation and responsibility through a written text entitled The Parable of the Rainbow Colors by Juan Martin Flavier. We have analyzed your understanding through guided questions. You have demonstrated effective use of listening skills through a dialogue. And you have classified different types of listening skills. And because you have stayed with me until the very end, here are all the missing stars you needed to unlock our Rainbow Town. Good job, everyone! What you showed today is remarkable. Mom Mitch is so proud of you.
Right up next is your assignment. Search on the internet about informative essay. This will be the continuation of our discussion for today. Mom Mitch is always proud of you, and see you next time!